Hello friends, this video on NEET Reproduction is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. What do we mean by lactation? So milk production from female's mammary glands towards the end of pregnancy and after childbirth. So because of this milk production from the mammary glands, the child is fed with mother's milk. So what are the hormones which are responsible for this process of lactation? So a major role is played by estrogen and progesterone because they control the development of mammary glands at puberty. So mammary glands exist, that is why the entire process of lactation happens. So these two hormones help in development of mammary glands. So in human females, it is seen that during puberty, there is a very noticeable development of mammary glands. And that happens because of estrogen and progesterone. There's another hormone called prolactin, which is also abbreviated as PRL. And this prolactin controls the milk secretion from mammary glands. So it controls milk secretion. So how the milk will get secreted by these glands. So milk secretion by mammary glands. So that's controlled by prolactin. There is another hormone called oxytocin. So this oxytocin, it stimulates the milk ejection. So how the milk will get ejected out from the mammary glands. So stimulation of milk ejection. So these are the three hormones: estrogen, progesterone, prolactin and oxytocin. They play a critical role in the process of lactation. Now, when we talk about lactation, we often come across a term called colostrum. So what is colostrum? It is the first milk after childbirth for 2 to 3 days, like immediately after a child is born. So the first milk that comes out of the mother's mammary glands, that first milk is named as colostrum. So why do we have a different name for the first milk? Because the first milk that comes out, it has presence of antibodies which provide immunity to the newborn infant, because the newborn infant needs huge amount of immunity because it is coming from a very different ambience to the ambience of which is there around us, because it was present inside the mother's womb where it was well protected. Now once it comes outside, there are chances that it might catch infection. So to build immunity of that newborn infant, it needs some antibodies which are present in this first milk. Generally, the color of the first milk is slightly more yellowish in color when compared to the normal milk. And if you look at the composition of colostrum, it is made up of lactoprotein, lactalbumin, low fat and antibodies. So as I said, these antibodies play a very critical role in building immunity of the newborn. So that's colostrum. Now when you talk about the mother's milk in general, so colostrum is the term given to the mother's milk for the first 2 to 3 days, because the composition of the milk for first 2 to 3 days is slightly different than the normal mother's milk. Now what's the composition of the general mother's milk? It contains casein, which is also called the milk protein. So the mother's milk is rich in proteins. It also contains lactose, which is called the milk sugar. Besides that, it contains good amount of minerals, like it is rich in sodium, potassium, calcium, phosphorus. So it is actually rich in a lot of minerals. However, it is poor in iron. It doesn't have a lot of iron. So it lacks iron in fact. Vitamins and fat droplets. Now, because of this composition of mother's milk, so if you look at the composition, it is rich in minerals, vitamins, sugar, protein, fats. It has all the necessary nutrients needed for the child. So that is why the doctors always advise a mother to breastfeed a child for at least 6 months. So for 6 months, the mother is advised to only breastfeed the child. The child should only take mother's milk for 6 months, because this gives all the necessary nutrients to the child. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.